Good afternoon, students. Today we will continue with the same lesson, the interrelationships between living things. Till now we have learned many things in this lesson about the needs of the living thing, the difference in the needs of the living thing, how animals are useful to us, how plants are useful to us, and how they are interrelated to each other. Okay, now we are going to learn a new term, a new word, okay, in today's video. Okay, the new word is arboreal. Okay, now see this. This word comes from the Latin word arbor, which means tree. Okay, now there is a Latin language. Latin word means Latin is a Italic language. Okay, of another country's language. Okay, in simple words. Now from their language one word is taken, arbor, which means tree. Okay, now arbor means tree and arboreal, the full word means living in trees. Okay, so arboreal is a word which is related to someone who is living in the tree. Okay, now let's move further. Animals like monkeys and squirrels live on trees. Now the example of arboreal is animals like monkey and squirrels. They live on trees. Okay, so these animals are called as arboreal animals. The animals who live on trees are known as arboreal animal. What is the spelling of arboreal? ARBOREAL, arboreal. Read again, ARBOREAL, arboreal. So the animals living on trees are known as arboreal animals. The best examples are monkeys and squirrels. Okay, now why these animals live on trees? Okay, because staying on the tree gives them some advantage, some benefit they are getting. Okay, after staying on trees they are getting some advantages. Now let's read this. It gives them certain advantages, or advantages, another word you can use as benefit. First point, being at a height, they are better able to defend themselves from their enemies. Defend means protect themselves from their enemies. If anybody is coming to attack them or harm them, so they can run and jump on the trees, on a height on the tree they can go. Okay, besides they can, second point, besides they can eat the fruits of the trees to satisfy their hunger. And whenever they feel hungry, if the tree is of a fruit tree, if the tree is giving fruit and he is going on a fruit tree, then he can take out the fruits from there and he can eat that fruit and satisfy his hunger. Okay, such animals are said to be arboreal. Okay, the animals who live on trees are known as arboreal animals, and they stay on the trees because they are getting certain benefit after staying on the trees. They can defend themselves from their enemy and also they can satisfy their hunger. Okay, now let's see how the animals are helping the plants. And we have seen that the plants are helping the animal, the trees are helping the monkeys and the squirrel. Okay, now how the monkey is helping the plants. Let's read this first, then we'll understand how this is happening. Unknowingly means without knowing. They help the trees with whose support they live. Now these animals are helping the trees on which they live without knowing that they are helping them. These animals are helping them. As they move around here and there in the surrounding, they spread the seeds of the fruit they have eaten through their droppings. Okay, because of this, new trees grow in different places. Okay, have you ever wondered or have you ever thought that how trees are growing in different places? Now, in jungles, how trees are growing when there are no people to grow? Now, this is the reason. These monkeys stay on the trees, they eat the fruits from the trees and they throw the seeds of the fruits here and there while roaming around. So what happens is in rainy season the seeds get rain water, okay, and they grow with the help of that water and their seeds. Okay, in this way these animals are helping the plants to grow in different places, and this is the reason why new trees grow in different places. So here you understood, dropping means throwing. Okay, now the other advantages of the trees to some other birds. Some type of birds too find trees useful for building their nest. Okay, not only animals, the trees help the birds also. Now some birds build their nest. Have you ever seen a nest? Okay, see in the picture you can see the bird is making the nest on a tree. Okay, so this way trees help animals also and birds also. In return, the animals are also helping the plants, but without knowing that they are helping them. Okay, another fact I will tell you in this video. A fact I will tell you that, do you know an egret rides on a bullock's back? Can you see in this picture? A bullock is standing and on the back of the bullock one bird is sitting. This bird is known as egret. His name is egret. 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 His color is white. Okay, a white color bird is known as egret. You can see in the picture. Okay, now this bird sits on the buffalo back and he rides. What is the reason behind this? Okay, I'll tell you. Now here in this fact, the buffalo is helping the egret. Now see how. Okay, let's read this first. When a buffalo is grazing means eating the grass. Okay, in a field where there are grasses. Now when a buffalo is grazing in a grassy area, you are very likely to see an egret riding on its back. Now see in these two pictures also, so many egrets are sitting on the back of the buffalo. Now what is the reason why these egrets sit on the back of the buffalo and ride? What could be the reason for that? Okay, now let's read further. A certain kind of egret feeds on different kind of insect. Now what is the food of the egret? Insect. The egret eat insect. The grass is full of all kinds of insects, but because they are hidden in the grasses, the egret cannot see them and catch them. Now it is difficult for the egret to catch the insects which are hidden in the grasses, so they take the help of the buffalo. Now see how. When the buffalo is moving, as the buffalo treads on the grass, treads means walking. Now while walking the buffalo makes so much noise. Okay, now that walking style is called as treads. As the buffalo treads on the grass, it frightens. Okay, it frightens the insect. The insects get frightened because of that noise, which fly out of the grass. Now what happened, because of the walking noise of the buffalo, the insects get frightened and they start coming out of the grass. Now when they start coming out of the grass, the egret take the advantage. Okay, because they are unable to locate those insects. Now when they are coming out, the egret on the buffalo's back makes no mistake in swooping down. Swooping down means move fast downward. Okay, swooping means moving fast downward to catch and eat them up. Okay, to catch them. Who is them here? The insects. Okay, now the egret take the advantages of this thing, that the insects are coming out, and in this way they get their food, the insect, easily when they sit on the back of the buffalo. For their food, the egret is sitting on the back of the buffalo. Okay, so do you understand here that how the egret is dependent on the buffalo? Yes, here we understand that how we are all interrelated to each other. Okay, do you understand? Yes, all the living things are interrelated to each other for some reasons they know or they don't know. Okay, now the buffalo is not knowing that he is helping the egret. Okay, but the egret is taking the help of the buffalo by sitting on his back to catch his food. Okay, thank you so much. This much only for today. Okay. For more videos, comment, like and share my videos, and do not forget to subscribe.